Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Open Up special show. Today, we're going to have a special guest. Before we bring him, I just want to give a brief introduction about Voice of Men 360 and International Men's Day. Voice of Men 360 is a non-profit organization founded in 2020, based in Toronto, Canada. Voice of Men 360 was born out of seeing a tremendous need and stepping up to provide services to help support and overcome men and boys challenges. We are part of International Men's Day. International Men's Day has been serving for over 21 years, and so far 90 countries around the world joined together and doing various activities regularly. IMD follows 6 pillars, which is the well-being of boys and men. We follow in the same food step. Why open up? Men, because we do not open our hearts and are willing to share our matters with anyone. When we keep our emotional challenges within ourselves for a longer time, at some point they will explode and it will affect our health conditions in many ways. That is why we want to create a open space and allow an individual to share their life journey through our platform. We aim to create awareness about the life challenges, struggles, overcome, ups and downs that our boys and men go through in their lives. There are no limitations with gender, age, nationality, or ethnic groups in sharing your life journey. All walks of life can participate. Our goal is to make a positive impact on someone's life through this program. Open Up is on Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We bring an individual to share to each show and let them share their life experiences with you. Today we have a special guest, Amit Bhola Poseidon, um, head of sales marketing, Glossy Paint. Um, he is born out and brought up in Dehradun in the foothills of the Himalayas. I think I pronounced that right. I can ask him later on to correct me. Dropped out of school in sixth standard. I'm not schooled but educated enough to successfully manage a multi-million company. Did many hardships in life, but tried to live with the best of the ethics and personal and professional space. Happily married, father of a sweet daughter and a cute son, and he's also father to a furry baby known as Oreo, a mixed breed dog. Very interesting thing. And he's an author, soon to be published. Wrote a three-volume book on love based on Greek mythology. Welcome, Amit.
Thank you, Shivam.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me here.
Sure. We really appreciate for being here, for accepting our request. Let's start with your journey, going back to your lifehood, childhood, actually. Uh, right now, you are a multi-million dollar company. You are running as a head of sales and marketing. What was the inspiration or influence? Maybe it happened in your early childhood. Tell me about those.
Uh, so I'm born in a good and well sound family, money wise, and socially we were very active. My parents were very active, uh, but initially my father had some setbacks in business, so we suffered a great loss. And times were there when I can recall properly that uh, I have to drop out of my school. Uh, and I was in sixth standard at the time, and I have to support my family. God was kind to us. I found little jobs, started doing whatever small money I can earn through petty jobs. I did that. I did that for my family. And I felt very proud when I was able to support my family, when I was able to bring some things on our table. Then life continued, and I met very good people throughout my life till now, and got very good offers, got met very good people. They guided me, they supported me. I was not able to join school again because I had some constraints, I had some restrictions because I have to support it. I have to support my family all the way. But I tried to gather knowledge from newspapers or through TVs or through radios. I started reading books. My friend supported me. And as I wrote in my bio that I am educated enough, but I am not schooled. And I recall a very great man once said that I was born intelligent and then education ruined me. But in not my case. I was not schooled, but I'm educated enough. Over some span of time, did many jobs, worked with many companies, learned many things across the way. And now I'm managing a very good company. They're operating since 1937 in India. And I'm taking care of their sales and marketing throughout the country. And already married. I have very two very cute kids. I have a daughter. God bless me with a daughter named Shagun and a son by the name of Furdan. So life is good. Life is good. Thanks to God. Thanks to my friends. Life is good. Shiva. Thanks for asking.
Absolutely. Every one of us has a different life journey. There is a reason for everything, right? So let's go back the journey with your father, if it is okay. The father
Yes,
and
yes.
son relationship, because when we talk about men's world, fathers, the position, it's very very important, right? So let's talk about what did you learn when you grow up from your father, and then when you became a father, the influence, the inspiration. What did you get from your father? Share me.
Um, I'm blessed to have had a father like my dad was. We lost him 3 years, 4 years back. And I've seen this in life that fathers teach their sons what to do. But my father taught me what not to do. What not to do to get failed in the life, to get failed in making relation with people. I learned a lot from him. He taught me by his actions, by his words. I had very good relationship. In earlier stages, like every teenager, we had differences. Yes, I can't deny that we had differences. But later on, when I became a father, now I understood why he was like that. Why he tried to teach me so hard. So I, because I can't afford to fail. So he prepared me in a way so I can take on the world like we are doing it today. The world in my face. It's like I'm blessed to have a father like my father.
Absolutely, it is very true, and the beauty is that even though everybody says what to do or what not to do, but some people, they is scared, or they don't really tell what not to do. Especially your father, he taught you. It's very great thing that at least you got something, and then you had a great relationship with him. Whether we like it or not, it will influence us. It will inspire us down the road. So
That's true.
let's talk about the book that you started. Already you did 3 books. Talk about that, those books, and also the future one. Where did you get that inspiration, or why did you want to write the book?
Why I wanted to write the book? It's actually a very good question. Thanks for asking it. Because many people have many reasons to write down books. My reason was that People think that men are not sensitive, men are not sensible, vulnerability is not for men, but it's not like that. I was very curious about Greek mythology, and while I'm going through the Greek mythology, about learning about Greeks, their gods, their demigods, I came to know it's a very small story. If my viewers allow me, if you allow me, there's supposed to be a girl in Greek mythology by the name of Medusa. Medusa vowed for celibacy, and she became high priestess in the temple of Athena, the goddess of beauty in Greek mythology. But Medusa was very beautiful, so people started coming to temple to visit temple because of Medusa, not because of Athena. Athena got jealous, but she was unable to do or to make any harm to Medusa because she was her exclusive high priestess, highly devoted to her. So one fine day, the other demigod, Poseidon, known as the ruler of the sea, he also heard about the beauty of Medusa and he came to visit Medusa in the temple of Athena. Poseidon proposed to Medusa, but Medusa was tied up because of her vow of celibacy. So Medusa rejected him, and that is the time when male ego got hurt. Poseidon raped Medusa in the temple and left. Athena got a chance to point a finger on Medusa that because of her, Athena's temple was has got a bad name. So Athena cursed Medusa that your beauty will be gone, your hair will become living snakes on your head. And if you see, since you rejected a demigod, a god like Poseidon, if you see any man in your life with love, he'll be turned into stones. Medusa left the place, started living as a hermit in forest. Later on, Poseidon realized that it was all his mistake of forcing himself on Medusa. He wanted to say sorry to Medusa, so he went to Medusa also. But Medusa also, at the same time, Medusa also realized in the caves, in the forest when she was alone, she also thought that celibacy was not the right step for her. She would have accepted Poseidon's marriage proposal. But there is no sense of uh, having guilt now, since much was said and done. So Medusa can't come out of that cave because if she will look, she'll stare at, she'll look Poseidon. Poseidon will turn into stones. So now both people are loving each other, but they cannot come face to face. Medusa started loving Poseidon also, but they were not able to be together in the life or beyond infinity. So now they found a way to communicate with each other. They started writing letters or their thoughts. They started sharing their thoughts with each other. When Medusa was away, Poseidon went and put down some letters. And when Poseidon was away, Medusa came and answered those letters. So I'm writing those letters as Poseidon. So I have wrote around 100, letters, and I'm planning to get them published in 3 volumes. This is the whole story about the Medusa and Poseidon triangle. This is the base of my book.
Very, very interesting, Amit. What I want to ask is that I'm curious. What was your learning process, or what did you learn? How was your experience? I know you might um, you did some kind of research on that Greek mythology. So, from a man's perspective, what did you learn? What was your experience? Share if you can.
Yes. I again, I again request here to all viewers that men are also vulnerable. They are very sensitive. But being in a society It's changing. It's a good sign that society is also changing. People's thought process changed about men, and everybody thought a man is a he-man only. He can't have pains. He can't have feelings. He can't be sensitive. He should be rude, powerful. No, it's not like that. The new verbal man is very sensitive. I learned it. My life taught me this. I've came across many people. I've seen many ladies. Those are able to live their life. Those are able to survive properly without help of any man. And society accepted them. Society is supporting them. Few part of the globe, they're still living in the back ways. Same goes for men. Men started opening up. People like you, channels like Voice of Men 360, they are helping men to open up. There was no much platforms for a man to come and share their views about their own sensitivity, about their own vulnerabilities, about their weaknesses. People, men also need supports. Many, I know many men. Those are having pillar of strength in ladies only, in men only. It's kind of brotherhood. It kind of what we can say. It kind of support system that human to human, and many people are able to provide support to others. Those are in need. So things are changing. I learned a lot from my life, from my dad, from my family, from the people I came across throughout my life. And I know it's a long way to go. I'll be able to see many much good people in my life, Shiva.
Yeah, I like that you actually pointed out very important things that men are sensible, and they do have emotions, they do have feelings. It is very true, but so far many countries or many people or the society even in many cases they don't see it, or they don't really acknowledge it, that side of the men. So um, it's good to at least whoever is watching, they can understand, they can change their perspective, they can change their thinking pattern. See, they can agree, and then they can start to realize what's going on within men's world. Thank you. I really appreciate that because it's a very important acknowledgement to recognize the voice of Men 360, and also that's what we want to do. The first place, bringing the awareness, creating the awareness, so people can have a open space, open talk, open discussion, so we can understand each other. We don't really we just want to I just want to point out here that we don't disrespect or we don't under create women's or women's problems, but we also want to create awareness about men's problem. That's all we want to. This is nothing against women or their problems. So let's talk about the school days. Some of them you can still remember when you were even in those early childhood. Now you can understand the boys what they are going through and what you are hearing nowadays, the youth, especially in the academic levels. What did you see in those days, and then now the changing environment? Any troubles or any good signs, or what's your takeaway experience?
Mm. If we talk about our early school days, I can recall there's proper dressing sense for boys. They should wear that. It should be like this only. Boys should not play with girls. It's like that in India also. But later on, what now I'm seeing now, co-education schools are everywhere, and they are popping up like mushrooms everywhere. Good schooling is there. And by the way, the town from where I come from, Dehradun, we have Doon School. It's on the Asia's map for the best school education. But it was still, it is still till today, it is only for boys. But things are changing. Men are coming up, men are opening up about their relationships. They in our times it was not so easy to do it. Now we are seeing every other day men to men weddings. People are going about their love. They are coming up with pride parades. There are many things. People are now acceptance is there. Society started understanding what men were facing throughout these years we are talking about since donkey ages. But now times are changing, and it's a welcoming act from the society. I'm thankful.
Yes, I agree with that. Let's talk about your business for a minute. You have you are running the head of the sales and marketing, and last couple of years you have been in this the platform, the business. So you had so many experiences. Talk about those men who are in the business. What kind of challenges? Not just a business perspective, but also like a family side, and then how do you guys managing, or what are the main issues when we come talk about mental health and things like that?
When we talk about business, people always keep men on a bigger size of memory paper. They want to just rub them all if they are not able to get results sometimes. And result is not fruit of one outcome. It is we have to put so many inputs. Only then we can accept fruitful results, what we desired in starting. Now, when we talk about business is very good. We are into sales and marketing. I chose this line because I love to network. I like meeting new people. I love to hear their views, their points, how they succeeded in their life, how they failed. It is more important to listen to some people, those failed and then again resurrected their lives financially, socially. And I came across very good men in my life. I remember my when I was into furniture business. So I met Mr. Kapil Katpalia. He taught me many things. Then I met Mr. VK Nathpal. He taught me much about business. He was a hard master, but he taught me about many good things. Then I came across to Mr. Sanjay Jain in my earlier company that was known as Progressive Paints. He told me how to do business in a right sense, in a right way, what we should not to do to avoid losses. Then I came across Mr. Rajesh Sachdev, my boss right now. He's like family to us. And these all people contributed very good in my life. If you will go through my page, I respect many women as my mother, as my own mother in my life. I've came across many good ladies. They supported me throughout in all thick and thin of my life. And there is one person, if I can't talk about her, so it doesn't make sense. My wife Diksha, she supported me like anything. Coming late from the business, it's it's hard to manage. I cannot imagine a life without her. Life very well. She supported me throughout. A bigger chunk of my life goes to my wife also. She 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 has a big share in my success also. And then I met my niece, Arundhati. She, being a teenager, she introduced me to new world, that how things are changing, uh, how people are reacting to new issues. She kept me updated on many points. It's still times it happens. I have some confusions, so I discuss with her also. She give me the view how people think. She gives me the views. She introduced me to new ways how the world is changing. So I always use her enthusiasm and my whatever wisdom, small wisdom I have. I tried to get best results. And this is how we made a balance in our professional life and personal life. So we are trying to keep everybody happy, but uh, on a serious note, men are not like chocolates. Men cannot keep everyone happy. Somebody somewhere on this planet would be unhappy with you. So my very heartfelt appeal to men: don't get bothered if somebody is not happy with you. If somebody has a problem with yourself, it's his or her problem. But if everybody has some problem with you, then it's your problem. So don't bother to someone's problem. Just go your way, teach yourself, stay fit, eat good, work hard, party more harder. This is the way. This is what I learned in my life. Sure.
Very nicely said, Amit. Of course, men in your life, most of them, I can see, I can feel that, they came for a reason, and then they taught a lot of things. Time to time, we come across with a lot of people, and they do teach. We learn so much things from those people. You know, um, and even they can continue the relationship or they can leave, but it's an experience that we always have it. um, I like the one, the pressure that, especially the entrepreneurs, the people, employees, they face at their workplace. How business men are facing the pressures, and also, um, the influence and the inspiration from those people. It doesn't matter employee or colleagues or any people, right? um, and also, I like the one you said, we cannot please everybody. We cannot
That's true.
make everybody happy. There are people waiting for us to be influenced or to be inspired. So we don't have to worry too much about those don't care or don't, um, you know, take care of the things that or appreciate ourselves, right? So let's move on. I really like that.
Yes.
Let's just one more question before we
Sir.
take off. Any incident that you can remember, either in business or in life, in generally speaking, either in your friend circle or anywhere, that because of this incident, the man or the man of the house or somebody, um, they went through this much struggle, and then they came out of the struggle, challenges, situation. Do you have any kind of? We don't need to. You don't
Yes.
need to disclose any of their
Yeah, yeah.
personal information. Just to share any experiences if you have.
Uh, yes, I remember one incident, and I guess that incident will be with me till once I saw a very important man of my life crying. And in older times, men are not acceptable as crying. Crying men, nobody like the man who cries. I tried to console him. I tried to understand whatever problems he was going through at that point of time. When dust settled after a day or two, I again had a talk with the man who was crying. He was very close to my heart. And I asked, "Man, you cannot cry. You are a man." He said, "No, it's not like that, baby. Crying is not a sign of weakness. Crying is a sign of strength, that you have stayed stronger for a longer time. And now you want to wash every negativity in your body, in your mind, wherever that negative what in your life, you have to clear yourself. You have to get rid of all that negativity. And crying is the easiest way. So I again appeal to all men, whenever you feel like overwhelmed or something, you're going through pressures, there is no harm in crying. Just go to the washroom, cry yourself out, throw all negativity. collect all positivity, and rise and shine, guys. Rise and shine. Shivam.
Yeah. Very well said. I mean, thank you for that, the final note, because that person absolutely said right. Crying is not a sign of weakness. It's a strength. It's also healing. Um, because if we don't have a crying in our life, or in our part of human emotional, uh, you know, circumstances or situations, then it's very hard to come out of that situation, though. So it's a way of strength giving after healing. So yeah, absolutely, I agree with that. Thank you. Is there anything that before you let you go, do you have anything to share in terms of helping our boys and men? How can they overcome their problems, or anything you want to share from your experience?
Yeah. There is only one way to overcome any problem. Face the problem. Face the problem. Solve it as and then whenever problem arises. If you will delay solving a issue, it will be a greater issue next day. It will be a bigger issue next day. So try to solve, face the problems and solve them. And again, I request, eat well, sleep well, educate yourself, stay healthy, stay fit. Don't, what men most of the time men do, they ignore their health issues. They are worried about everyone in the family, but they ignore their own health problems. And my request, you are pillar of your family. If you will not be there, who will take care of your family? So look after yourself, eat good, exercise daily, and do something good for society also.
Yes, thank you. I mean, those are very, very valuable information, advice. Whoever is watching, please do think about those things, and also share with other people. Thinking ourselves, and like Amit said, self care. It is very, very important, especially for men. And if we can have a self care help, or self love, or anything on the self, it's not a selfish, actually. It's a selfless, the self care help. So only the way you can come out is that face the problem. I love that, the line. So thank you, Amit, for joining and sharing your life experiences. We really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Thanks for having me here. Bye bye. Good day to you.
Yeah. Um, yes. If we can understand that, the concept of Voice of Men 360 open up, so we are creating a platform to everybody, especially for men. But we are not limited with the age, or gender, or nationality, anything. Anyone can join and share your life journey. Somewhere, somehow, at some point, that wordings or that experience, life journey, somebody else life will change. So you are still making a positive impact. So don't be hided, or don't think, oh, what, my life won't give anything to other people. No, your experiences, every one of us has a story to share. All right. So the rest of the programs that we have through Facebook Live and YouTube, it's open up as we are watching right now. It's on Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And there's a Tamil live talk show called Willy. It's on Sundays, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And then a monthly webinar, first Saturday of every month, 10 a.m. We bring expertise organizations and discuss a particular topic each time. The next one will be on Saturday, June 4th at 10 a.m. The topic is men ending trafficking. Please join us to learn more about this organization and their services. Monthly special show, The Unspoken Tears. Second Saturday of every month from 10 a.m. to 11 Eastern Time. The focus is on domestic violence against men, bullying, male sexual abuse, traumas, porn addictions, and human trafficking. The next one will be on Saturday, June 14th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The topic will be survival story of human trafficking. And the other circle, uh, we want to bring individuals who have been contributing to the well-being of men and boys through writings, articles, media, and recognize them and appreciate them. Third Saturday of every month from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And all our shows are on podcast. Google Play, iPhone, even six other platforms you can hear, you can listen to. And a monthly men's group meeting only for men by men every 2 weeks on Tuesdays from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. through Zoom. So now the next one will be Tuesday, May 31st. Please join us. You can register. You can get the link from our Facebook. Pass the Talking Stick Indigenous Peer-to-Peer Support Group, fourth Friday of every month from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Through Zoom. There are no limitations with the gender, age, nationality, or ethnic groups. All walks of life can participate in any of our shows. If you want to be a guest on any of our shows or willing to be part of our organization and help us directly or indirectly, please reach out to us. We would love to work with individuals, professionals, experts, community organizations, associations, corporations, government agencies, and businesses. Phone number is 437-889-8329. Email address info@voiceofmen360.org. Website is voiceofmen360.org. You can actually please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Voice of Men 360. We do have more than 400 live shows over there. So please help us to reach out more. And you can join our Facebook group, Voice of Men 360, and any social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere you can find us, and then please join with us. The last humble request is that just to think about the shows, also the content, the information, the details just received from the guest, and also please share with other people. This is the way we can make a change. All right. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.